Ever imagine rocks sailing across a desert leaving trails behind? Sounds like a fantasy, doesn't it? But let's take a journey to Death Valley, California. This is not your typical desert. Among the sand dunes and barren landscape, an extraordinary spectacle unfolds. Here, large rocks, some weighing up to 700 pounds, seem to glide effortlessly across the desert floor, etching long, winding trails in their wake. This phenomenon has an equally enchanting name: the sailing stones. The sailing stones of Death Valley have puzzled scientists, geologists, and curious minds alike for decades, maybe even centuries. These rocks, devoid of any visible propulsion or external force, move. They move in a way that defies explanation, in a way that seems to bend the rules of the natural world. Their paths, inscribed on the desert floor, are evidence of their mysterious journey. But the question remains, how do these stones move? The trails left behind by the sailing stones are not random. They are precise, coherent, and follow a consistent direction. They curve and straighten, start and stop, all without any discernible pattern or reason. It's as if the stones have a mind of their own, choosing their path across the desert floor. This baffling movement, this seemingly impossible feat, has sparked a myriad of theories and countless investigations. Yet the mystery remains. Despite numerous studies and the advancements in technology, we are still left grappling with the enigma of the sailing stones. The exact mechanism that propels these rocks across the desert floor is still elusive. Is it the wind? Is it ice? Is it some sort of geological magic that we are yet to understand? So, what could possibly cause these stones to sail across the desert? Let's dive into the theories. And as we delve deeper into this mystery, perhaps we will uncover more than just the secret of the sailing stones. Perhaps we will gain a better understanding of our fascinating and ever-mysterious world. The sailing stones have puzzled scientists and curious minds alike for decades, but there are some theories. The first theory involves the power of the wind. It's no secret that Death Valley is home to some mighty gusts. The wind, it's suggested, could be strong enough to push these hefty rocks across the flat, slick surface of the dry lake bed, known as racetrack playa. However, this theory has its critics. Some argue that the wind would need to be incredibly strong to move stones that can weigh up to 700 pounds. Additionally, the trails left by the stones are often not straight, which you might expect if wind was the primary force at play. Next, we come to the icy explanation. In this theory, it's not just the wind doing the heavy lifting. Instead, the movement of the stones is a combined effort of wind, water, and ice. In the cold winter months, Death Valley's fleeting pools of water can freeze overnight. The stones encased in thin layers of ice might then be nudged along by the wind, sliding on the icy surface. This theory, while intriguing, also has its detractors. They argue that these conditions are rare and may not occur often enough to account for all the stone movements observed. Lastly, there's the mudslide theory. This suggests that under certain conditions, when the playa is covered in a layer of wet clay, the stones might slide across the slippery surface. This theory would explain the stone's ability to move in different directions and even turn corners. But again, critics point out that these perfect conditions are few and far between. Each of these theories provides a piece of the puzzle. The wind theory highlights the force that could be pushing the stones. The ice theory introduces the idea of a slippery surface allowing for movement. And the mudslide theory explains the varied and sometimes intricate trails left behind. However, none of these theories can fully explain every aspect of this enduring mystery. For instance, why do some stones move while others, seemingly in the same conditions, remain still? Why do the stones sometimes move in parallel, leaving behind eerily similar trails? And why do the stones move at all when there's no wind, no ice, and no mud in sight? Despite these theories, the mystery of the sailing stones is not completely solved. The exact mechanism still eludes us. While the sailing stones continue to baffle us, recent discoveries and ongoing research provide some promising leads. In an effort to demystify this enigma, scientists have turned to modern technology. GPS tracking devices and time-lapse cameras have been employed to monitor the stone's movement closely. And indeed, these tools have shed some light on the elusive phenomenon. Studies reveal that the stones don't move on their own but are driven by an intricate dance of natural elements. They move only under very specific conditions. When the dry lake bed they rest on, known as racetrack playa, is covered with just the right amount of water and ice. As the thin ice begins to melt during the day, it breaks into large floating panels. The wind then pushes these ice panels, which in turn shove the stones, leaving trails on the soft muddy bottom. Furthermore, researchers have found that not all stones move. Only those with a flat bottom and weighing less than 35 pounds seem to sail. The shape and weight of the stones, the thickness of the ice, the amount of water, and the strength of the wind all play vital roles in this intriguing phenomenon. These findings may not have solved the mystery completely, but they certainly bring us a step closer. With continuous research and scientific curiosity, the secret behind the sailing stones of Death Valley may someday be fully revealed. So, the sailing stones continue to sail, and the mystery continues to intrigue. As we've journeyed through the desolate beauty of Death Valley, we've delved into the theories and the ongoing research that attempts to explain this phenomenon. We've seen how wind, ice, and mud may conspire to set these stones adrift across the desert floor. Yet, despite the strides science has made, there's still much we don't understand. This enduring mystery serves as a reminder of the wonders that lie in wait in our world, in the most unexpected places. The sailing stones of Death Valley are a testament to the power of nature and the limits of our understanding. They challenge us, beckon us, and inspire us to keep questioning, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of our knowledge. Until the mystery is fully unraveled, the sailing stones of Death Valley remain one of nature's most captivating puzzles. Stay curious, stay intrigued, and keep exploring the mysteries of our amazing world.